morning. It's been a while. Me and Sonia say good morning. We're going to do some butter today on our smoke break. So this milk, I had a milk cow, had to sell it because I really didn't have space for it. It was just too much work. I couldn't get the milk machine going, so don't have it. But I found in the freezer a big gallon jug where I had frozen some. So I took the cream off of it, and I didn't really think to do this, and I don't know if you can tell, but it was about halfway full of cream. And now it's frothed up, so I think it's going to make the butter. So we're going to make butter. We're going to talk a little while. Too much stuff going on not to have a little chat. So we've got, what do we have? We have the election going on. Hope everybody's paying attention to that and trying to decide who you're going to vote for, why, issues that you're going to vote on. I hope that you're really paying attention to your local city council and state legislature and senate, because folks, that's where the stuff comes from. So we've got that. We've got the whole Confederate flag thing going on, which I'm not even going to comment on because it's so silly on both sides. It's gotten so ridiculous. Hey, Roscoe. It's just gotten ridiculous. We've got real problems that we need to be focusing on. We're talking about a flag. Buy you one, fly it in your yard. People won't do that though because they don't want their house egged. But anyways, we've got that going on. Recently, a man that had been deported 5 times and had like 7 felony charges against him. I believe that he was from Mexico, murdered a girl in California, and so now they're looking into all that. And what is there to look into, folks? He was deported, he came back. We've got to secure the border. We can't do anything else until we secure the border. The people that want to give amnesty, okay, fine. You have to secure the border first, because if not, everybody's just going to keep coming illegally. And if you want to deport everybody that's here illegally, okay, you have to secure the border first, or they're just going to come right back. This guy told us that. He's come over 5 times. I find it interesting that a country that can put a man on the moon and become the world's biggest superpower from just a little experiment in creating a republic. I find it amazing that we can't build a wall that will keep another country out. The largest navy in the world, the best trained armed forces in the world, the most loyal armed forces and military men and women in the world, and we can't secure a border? We can't. Donald Trump is in a lot of trouble because he's talking about it, but honestly, the people that are here legally and have their family and businesses, they're not mad. They're not mad at him for saying that the ones that come over are criminals, because they came over right, and it's very expensive. It needs an overhaul. Do you know that I think that it costs something like on average of between $10,000 and $30,000 to immigrate to the United States? If they had $30,000, if somebody in Mexico has $30,000, they're going to stay in Mexico. We always talk about our ancestors that came here. My ancestors came here from Ireland. And, but you know what? They sailed up in a boat. They went through a line. They checked them for lice. They checked them for venereal disease. And they gave them a social security number, and they retained them for a while if they needed to, if they thought that they had maybe tuberculosis or something, and whatever. And they detained them and treated them, and then they set them out. It wasn't like it is now. It's become too much of a bureaucracy. And there are good people who want to come here and work and raise families. Live what we used to call the American dream. But they're coming here illegally, and it's not right, and I'm not defending that, but we have to do something. Anyways, so Donald Trump's in a lot of trouble. Hillary, of course, is always in trouble. She just, oh man, poor girl. She can't get it right. What else do we have going on? Droughts. Ooh, it's so hot. Droughts going on, and nobody's getting any rain. I'm trying to keep the garden watered enough to keep it alive and get some stuff out. But we're on a well out here. So, and not only are we on a well, but me and my mom share a well. So I try to limit the water that I spend. I've got some water on my some buckets on my downspouts. I'm trying to find some 50-gallon drums that I can use to water the garden with, but I haven't had any luck because of money issues. Trying to build a pig pen. Just so much stuff. I'm trying to build a heat exchanger. And if you have any tips on how to build one, I've got the wood stove. And so I'm trying to do that for the winter. A lot going on here. So I don't have the money to go out and buy plastic barrels. This shit takes forever. But it's starting to work. It's getting chunky. I can feel it. So anyways, if you wonder what I'm doing, this is how to churn butter for people who don't have a butter churn. You just put it in a mason jar and shake it. Shake it off. What else do I have going on? Chickens were eating my tomatoes. So I had to put a fence around the garden. It's a big garden. So that took. I did luckily have some of that poultry netting, electrified poultry netting. I got it from I think it's called like Premier One Sheep Supply or something. It's really good prices. The guineas are doing great. Good grief. I got 10 guineas and they are growing like crazy. The same day I got 10 red sex-link pullets. They're going like crazy. They're going outside. They're like 2 or 3 weeks old. So they're about to go out into the little brooders outside. And then yesterday I got 25 straight run. I think I got about 10 or 12 roosters in the batch. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good because those are going to go for meat. So if you can buy straight run, if you are willing to do the slaughtering, best meat you'll ever have in your life. For butter. Butter, people, for butter. And this makes the best butter. Oh, man. That's what's going on, and I'm going to actually stop this and finish this because I don't have anything else to talk about. Alright, folks. People always ask, how do you know when it's done? Hope you can see that. Let me flip my screen here. Okay. See how it's getting thick? And it starts to slide apart. Almost done. Almost done. Done. This takes forever. I started going to the gym, trying to lose about 100 pounds. And see the difference just in a couple of seconds. Now you can see all the little globs of fat in there, and that's the butter fat. That's what's going to turn into butter. But I did an arm workout yesterday that kicked my ass. And so now, this really hurts. I guess I've been going, gosh, I don't even know how long. But you'll know when it's done. I mean, there's no doubt. There's a big ball of butter floating in the middle. And then you've got, see, I'm starting to get a ball of butter. See that? And yes, I keep going until it's a smooth, hard ball of butter. That sounded very nasty to me. I'm kind of immature and perverted. But this is water on my face, on my shirt. Wow, like a wet grape. This is how you make butter, and it's the best butter you. I don't add salt. Some people do. I bake a lot, so I don't add butter just for the simple fact. I mean, I don't add salt to the butter just for the simple fact that I'm going to be adding salt in the recipe, and I do not want to have to guess how much salt's in the butter. Is it going to be too salty? Is it going to cause it not to flake as well? Because too much salt will cause, if it's a pastry, will cause it not to flake as well. So I would suggest if you're a baker to leave the salt out. Come on, bitch! Come on! My arms! God damn. Done! Folks, butter. Love you. Bye.